Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to see the part 5 of the quadratic equation. So here we are going to see all the miscellaneous questions of this quadratic equation. So this is one of the important video I can say, and it's a long one. But see that don't skip the video but watch it till the end so you get the variety of questions over in the same video. So let us start. So now it says that form the quadratic equation from the roots given below. The roots are given as 0 and 4. So you know the sum of roots. Sum of roots means like you have to add. So these are the roots given. So 0 plus 4, that will be 4. So sum of roots is 4. And the product of roots means you have to multiply this one. So 0 into 4, that is going to be 0. Actually, the general form of the quadratic equation is, that is x square minus sum of roots multiplied by x plus the product of roots. So now suppose this is given. So usually we factorize it and we get two numbers, right? So this is the sum of roots, and whatever you get here, that is the product of roots. So now what we can see here, this will be x squared, and the sum of roots we got as 4. And so we can say 4x because sum of roots into x, and the product of roots, that is 0. So now this we can write this as x squared minus 4x. This is 0. So we can write here 0. So from this now there are two terms over here. So we can see common is x. So we can write here x into x minus 4. That is 0. So when you multiply this, you get the same as this one. So now in the second one here, it's given here x 2 minus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. So sum of roots means you are going to add these two. So 2 minus root 5 plus 2 plus root 5. So what will you do? Minus root 5 plus root 5. 2 plus 2, that is going to be 4. And product of roots means 2 minus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. So now what will you do here? Here this will be a minus b, and this is a plus b. So you know a minus b and a plus b, that will be a square minus b square. So when you square this one, what will you get? 4. And b square. B square means root of 5 square. So root of 5 into root of 5, that is going to be root of 25, which is perfect square, that is 5. So a square minus b square. After doing this, we get 4 minus 5, and minus 5 plus 4, that is going to be minus 1. So after getting this true, sum of roots and the product of roots, we can look at the general form of the equation. This is here. So we can put here in place of sum of roots 4, and here minus 1. So when you expand this one, this same minus 1 is 0. So now it is given here 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. So what you can say, sum of roots is 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2 is 0. So when you plus minus is going to be minus. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, which is 0. Product of roots means you are going to multiply. But in product, what you do, even if the denominators are the same, you multiply it. So it is going to be minus 1 by 4. Again, we are going to compare that one with the general form. What will be that? We are going to put in the general form, that is x square minus sum of roots is what? Here we got as 0. So 0x, and plus the product of roots is minus 1 by 4. So here this is going to be 0. So we are not going to write this term. So x square minus 1 by 4 is 0. This just asks us for the equation. Now the next one, sum of the roots of a quadratic equation is double the product. So now find k if equation is given, this is given. So now we don't know so let us consider the roots as alpha and beta. So now what you can say, according to the given condition, what did they say? Sum of the roots means we have taken the roots as alpha and beta. So sum of the roots means alpha plus beta. What is that given? Is double the product. So what is the product of alpha beta? That is going to be alpha beta. So hope you got this one. So sum of the roots is double the, means 2 times of the product. So now what we can write here, we know that alpha plus beta, that is minus b by a, and alpha beta is c by a. So now what will you get here? So we write the equation over here again. Alpha plus beta is 2 alpha beta. Now you know, according to this one, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. So for this one, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. This 2 is as it is, and alpha beta is c by a. So this is c by a. So what do we get here? Let us see first minus b. this a will take it on the right hand side. So it is going to go in the numerator. This all is going to be the same. So this goes in the numerator. So a and a gets cancelled. So minus b is 2c. So this we can consider this as equation number 1. So now we have the equation given. We have to find k if this is the equation given. So this is the equation written. So you know now this x square means this is 1. So a is 1. So now this kx means you know that is here is minus 4. So b is minus 4. See here, this is minus 4 because this is x. And the remaining one, this whole part, k plus 3, that is a constant, that is c. So k is k plus, c is k plus 3. So now what are you going to do? You are going to substitute this in, you know, the equation 1, minus b is equal to 2c. So you got these values according to this one, the standard form. So now minus b is equal to 2c is the equation number 1. Now let us put the values over here. So minus is outside, b is minus 4, 2 into this c. So what do you get here? Minus minus becomes plus, 4, 2k plus 6. So now let us take this k on this side, that will be minus 2k, and this is 6, so that is 2k is 6, so k value is 6 by 2, which is 3. So hope you got this one. So that is what they have asked for, the value of k. Find k of equation. So go to it again. So now here alpha beta roots of, this is the equation given, and find alpha square plus beta square. So now here alpha beta roots of y square minus 2y minus 7 is 0. So here what we can consider this a as, this is 1, b as minus 2, and c as minus 7. So now we know that alpha plus beta is minus b by a. So what will you write? A minus. What is b? B is minus 2. And what is a? A is 1, which is given. So minus minus becomes plus. So that is going to be 2 by 1. 2 divided by 1, that is 2. And the alpha beta is c by a. So we know that c is minus 7 and a is 1. So minus 7 by 1, that is minus 7. So here what it is asked for, that we have to find for alpha square plus beta square. So alpha square plus beta square, the formula is alpha plus beta square minus twice alpha beta. So this you have to note down this formula. So now we got the value of alpha plus beta. So this, after writing this formula, so see here, I'll show you how. Now see here, alpha square plus beta. When you solve this one, alpha plus beta whole bracket square, you know this is in the form of a plus b whole bracket square, means alpha square plus twice alpha beta, plus this is plus beta square, and this one is again here what you can see here, minus twice alpha beta. So you will write a minus twice alpha beta. So what happens here? Plus and minus gets cancelled. So what remains is just alpha square plus beta square. That is what is here. Hope you got it. Why we got this? And it is already given. So this formula is already given. We don't have to derive it. So only the thing is you have to learn this formula, and this formula doesn't change the value of this one. So hope you got this one. So now here you got here alpha plus beta, which is what? 2. So you would write here 2 square minus 2 into what is alpha beta, that is minus 7. So this is going to be 4, minus minus becomes plus, and this is 14. So this whole part is going to be 18. Now here alpha beta are roots of y square, this is given. Find alpha cube plus beta cube. So alpha beta roots of this equation, this is given. So here what is that? A is 1, b is minus 2, and c is minus 7. So here we have alpha cube plus beta cube. So alpha cube plus beta cube, again you have to remember this formula. This is the short form of the one, but actually the long form I'll show you how to do this one. So now first just remember this formula and note it down. That is alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. So now what you can do here, actually the formula means the long form of the formula is this way. So I've just written the formula for your understanding how this formula came. So now see here alpha cube plus beta cube, that will be alpha cube will be as it is. This is going to go in the descending order. See alpha cube, then alpha square, then alpha. So this is done. There is nothing here. So now here it will start with beta, beta square and beta cube. So now what you can do, how you got this formula? So now what you can see here, alpha cube plus beta cube. Okay, here this is going to alpha beta, then this is minus 3 alpha, this from here what will be common, minus 3 alpha beta. So this is minus 3, so what remains in the bracket is alpha plus beta cube. So here now see here, alpha cube plus beta cube, this will be alpha cube plus beta cube. So now what will you write here, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So now you are going to put in the value of minus b, that is going to be, you will get 2, and alpha beta is c by a, that is minus 7 by 1, that is minus 7. So now we want the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. So that is, we wrote the formula, we already wrote the formula, that is alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta alpha plus k. So this will be 2 cube, because we know the value of this is 2, minus 3, that is alpha beta, into alpha plus beta. Sorry for that, actually the scrolling part was, yeah. So yeah, sorry for the pause, actually the scrolling was stopped. Yeah, so here this is alpha plus beta cube, that is 2 cube, minus 3 alpha beta, that is, what do you get the alpha beta for this one, minus 3 into alpha beta is minus 7, there's minus 7 over here, and alpha plus beta, so alpha plus beta, what do you have here, so that is 2. So now what will you get here, 2 cube, that is going to be 8, and here minus minus becomes plus. So here what do you get here, 21 multiplied by 2, that is going to be 42. So your answer is going to be 50. So hope you got this. That is what they have asked for, alpha cube plus beta cube. So the value is 50. So now let us go for the next part. The roots of the following equation is real and equal. Find k. So whenever there is real and equal means the discriminant is going to be 0. So this one, the discriminant, that is going to be 0. So wherever the roots are given as real and equal. So now this is the equation given. So from this one we can, when we compare with the standard form, so what will you get here? A is 3, B is k, and C is 12. So this is given. So the roots of the given equation are real and equal means discriminant is equal to 0. This is what I told you. So now discriminant means this is going to be b square minus 4ac, that is 0. So now b square means, what are you going to do here? You are going to take the value of this is k square minus 4 into a is 3 and c is 12 is equal to 0. So now what you can say, this is k square. When you put this minus here, 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 12 12s are, that is 144 is 0. So k square, if you take this on the other side, that is going to be plus 144, and this 144 is a perfect square of 12. You can check if you want. 12 12s are is 144. So this k is going to be either plus or minus 12. So this is the answer what they have asked for, the value of k. So now here in the next one they said the roots of the following quadratic equation is real and equal, and find again here k. So now here this is a different equation, so I have given here slightly different than the previous one. So now see here, first what you have to do, you have to bring it in the standard form. So here what will you do, this kx is the x minus 2, when you multiply this and this and this, that is going to be kx square minus 2, this is kx, plus 6 is equal to 0. So what you can see here, this a is going to be k, b is going to be minus 2k because this is x, and c is going to be 6. So roots of the given quadratic equation are real and equal. So what will you have, that is discriminant is equal to 0. So what is that, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So now you have the values over here, a, b and c. So just plug in the values, minus 2k minus this a is k and c is 6. So now look at it, this is important. Now whenever you have this 2, So this is, you are going to multiply this as well as you are going to multiply this. So minus 2 square is going to be 4, and k, this is k square. This is important. And now this is one term because 4ac. So this is going to be together. So minus 4 6 are 24, that is k is 0. So now from this 2, this is the first term, second term. What we can see common is 4k. So what remains in the bracket is k minus 6 is 0. So either this is going to be 0 or this is going to be 0. So what will be here? K. 4k is 0, means k is going to be 0 divided by 4, that is going to be 0. And here k is going to be 6. So here what we can say that k cannot be 0. Why? Because since then there will be no this one. So what we can do here, k we have to take as 6. So I wrote here k cannot be 0. Since then there will be not be any quadratic equation if we keep k as 0. So we have to take the k as 6. So now let us see for the product of the Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84, and find her present age. So now here Pragati's present age is x years. Let us consider. And 2 years ago her age was, what was that? Because we are considered age, the 2 years ago was x minus 2. And after 3 years her age will be what? And 3 years hence is how much? It will be x plus 3, because you are going to add 3 to it. Ago means you are going to subtract with this one. So we have to find out the present age, that is we have to find out x. So now this total is, this is given as 84. So what we can do here, x minus 2, because they have said the product of Pragati's age. So you have to multiply this one, this as well as this one, because ago and the after, that is will be means that will be after what will be the age. So x minus 2 into x plus 3, that is 84, which is given over here. E is 84 means is equal to 84. So when you expand this one, what is going to be x square plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. So what will you write here? This is going to be x square. This is what is written. So this is x square plus x plus 3x minus 2x, that is going to be plus x, minus 6 minus 84, this will be here, that will be minus 84 is equal to 0. So what will you write here? So this is x square, this x as it is, this is going to be minus 90 is 0. So when you compare this one, this is 1, this is also 1, and this is minus 90. So a is 1, b is 1, and c is minus 90. So x is going to be minus b plus or minus, this is the formula. So you're just going to put down the values over here in this one, ABC. After putting the values, what do we get here? See here, we got this one 1 square because b is 1. So here this is going to be 1. Minus minus becomes plus. This is 360. So this, when you add this here, that is going to be 361, and the rest everything is going to be the same. So minus 1 plus or minus, this is the perfect square of 19 times 19. You can check it. That is now 361. So now what will you get? Because this is plus or minus, once you are going to take minus 1 plus 19 by 2 or minus 1 minus 19 by 2. So this is going to be what? Plus 19 minus 1, that is going to be 18 by 2. And this minus 19 minus 1 is going to be minus 20 by 2. So when you divide this, 2 ones are 2 nines are, that will be 9. And this will be minus 10. So see here, because this is minus 10, age cannot be negative, right? So you have to put the x as 9. So x they are considered as the present age. So Pragati's present age is 9 years. Now let us find the sum of squares of two consecutive natural numbers, even that is natural even numbers is given, that is 244, and you have to find the numbers. So whenever there is a natural even numbers, means what we have to consider that let the two consecutive natural numbers be x and x plus 2. So this is very important. So now they are asked that the sum of, they are given, that is the sum of squares of two consecutive is 244. So we'll take the square of this one plus sum, means you are going to add it, and you will take the square of this one, and this is given as 244. So now this will be as it is. Now this is in the form of a plus b whole bracket square. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this is a is x square plus 2ab means 2 into x into 2, that is going to be 4x. 2 into x into 2, that is 2ab, that is going to be 4x. And this will be square of this one, b square, that is 4. That is 244. So now when you add this one, because they are both same, that will be 2x square plus 4x plus 4. This you bring it on this side, it is going to be minus 244 is 0. So again, this will be same. This will be minus 240 is equal to 0. So now you can see this 2, the coefficient of x square is 2. This is 4, and this one we can divide it by 2. So we are dividing this equation by 2. So what do you get here? When you divide this by 2, you get x square, you get 2x, and here you get 120. So now we got this the equation that is the general form. In the general form, that is, now you can see that this is the first term, this is the middle term, and this is the last term. So first term we have to get plus 2 in such a way. So always the first term, the coefficient of that one, and the last term you are going to multiply. So you'll take the factors of 120, that is 2 6s are, 2 30s are, 2 15s are, sorry for that, again I'll do here, 2 6s are, 2 30s are, 2 15s are, 3 5s are, and 5 1s are. So we have to see in such a way that we get plus 2. So where are we going to get plus 2? 5 2s are 10, and this 3 2s are 6, and 6 2s are 12. 12 and 10 when we get, that will be plus 12, and minus 10 you get plus 2. So hope you got this. The rest is the same. So now there are 4 terms over here. So let us take the group, let us make a group of 2. So in the first term, that will be x, and remains in the bracket is x plus 12. Minus sign as it is 10. What remains in the bracket is x plus 12 is 0. So here both the same. So you will write x plus 12. And here is x minus 10. That is 0. So x plus 12 is going to 0. X minus 10 is 0. So x is going to be what? Minus 12. And x is here 10. So but what we can see here, this minus 12 is not a natural number. So what we can write here, x is 10. So now we are going to put here what we got, x is 10. So x plus 2, because we have taken the two numbers as x and x plus 2. So x plus 2 will be 10 plus 2, that is 12. So the numbers are 10 and 12. Now in this one they said A is older than B by 5 years. And the sum of the reciprocals of the ages is 1 by 6. And you have to find the present ages. So we will consider this A is, let present age of A be x years. And the age of B will be what? Because they said A is older than B by 5 years. So age of B will be x plus 5. So now look at the second sentence. Sum of reciprocals of the ages. Reciprocal means that will be, you're going to, if this is x, you're going to do 1 by x. That is, you're going to flip over. So sum of the reciprocals of this and this. So you will write here 1 by x. X is 1 by x. And x plus y is 1 by 5. And that is, it's given 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is given. E is 1 by 6 means is equal to 1 by 6. Now you can see the LCM over here. Here the LCM is x into x plus 5. And here there is x. So now here you need extra, you need x plus 5. And here you need only x. You are going to multiply by x. So what 1 into x plus 5 means x plus 5. And here you need extra x, that is going to be x. And the LCM is x into x plus 5 is equal to 1 by 6 as it is. So this is going to be 2x plus 5. When we expand this one, that will be x square plus 5x is equal to 1 by 2. So now we are going to cross multiply. So 6 will go over here, that will be 6 into 2 by 2x plus 5. And this will go over here, that will be x square plus 5x. So this will be 12x plus 30, this same. So now if we take this on the other side, this is going to be minus x square plus 12x. This will be minus 5x, and this will be plus 30 is equal to 0. So minus x square, this is going to be plus 7x, and plus 30 is 0. So now always in the quadratic equation, this should be the first the coefficient, this should be positive. So we are going to make this positive. Since we made this positive, so this also should be changed. This also should be changed. Plus becomes minus over here as well. So now this is the quadratic equation. So now let us see first term, middle term, and the last term. Middle term is minus 7. We have to bring the this one. So this is 1. 1 into 30, that is going to be 30. We'll take the factors of 30. 2 15s are, 3 5s are, and 5 1s are. We want minus 7. So how are you going to get minus 7? 5 2s are 10 and this 3. So minus 10x plus 3x. That will be minus 7x. And this will be as it is. So now we'll make two groups. The first group x into x minus 10 plus sign as it is. And the second group, what is common? 3. So 3x minus 30. So in the bracket will be x minus 30. So both the brackets are same, means you are going to write it only once. X plus 3 is 0. So x minus 10 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is going to be minus 10 will be here, that will be 10, or x is going to be minus 3. So here this age cannot be negative, right? So we'll write here x is 10. So age we have considered as x, that will be 10 years, and b's age is x plus 5, that will be, in place of x we'll put 10, that will be 10 plus 5, that will be 15 years. So now we are going to solve this equation. So for what will you do? You are going to do the cross multiplication over here. So x square into 1, that will be x square. This will go here, that will be x plus 5. Now we are going to put it in the standard form. So minus x, here this plus 5 will go here, that will be minus 1. So this is in the standard form. So you know this is a quadratic equation, and now we are going to compare with this one with the standard form of equation. That will be, this is 1, nothing means there is 1, a is 1. Here also there is 1, means b is minus 1 and c is minus 5. So this is what is written over here. So now we have to see the determinant, means the formula for the determinant is, discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So we are going to put here minus 1 whole bracket square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 5. So this will be 1, minus minus becomes plus, 5 4s are 20. So the discriminant is 21. Now this is the formula. So x is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So here we are going to put the values of a, b, c, which are here. And here what you can do, one thing, we can put separately the values, or we can put here, there are two options. Or since we have got here this one b square minus 4ac as 21, we can directly follow this step and omit this step. So I have written in both the ways, whichever you feel easy you can do it. The same thing is over here. B square, the value is here, a is here, and c is here. So hope you got it. Otherwise, since you are done here b square minus 4ac, you can directly put over here. In this place, you will start with this step, that is 21. So here, that is 1 plus root of 21 divided by 2. And here is 1 minus root of 21 by 2. So these are the roots of the equation. So this is given. Now you have to solve the following quadratic equation. Here it's given here. So can you see these are in fractions? So for first thing, we have to make it, remove the denominator part. So how what will be here? This is 1. So this should be multiplied by 10 because the LCM is 10. So what will you get here? 10x square minus 3x minus 1 divided by 10 is 0. So now this you can take on this side. So 10 into 0, that is going to be 0. This remains the same. So what will you get here? A is 10, B is minus 3, and C is minus 1. So now these values you are going to put in this equation. After putting the values, what you can see, just put the values and see. Minus 3 square, that is 9. Minus minus becomes plus. This is going to be 40. So 40 plus 9, that will be 49. So now you know 49 is a root of 49, means that is a perfect square of 7. So 3 plus or minus 7 by 20. So once you are going to take plus 7 by 20, and once you are going to take minus 7 by 20. So this is going to be 10 by 20, and this is going to be minus 4 by 20. So 10 ones are, 10 twos are, 4 ones are, 4 fives are. So this is going to be 1 by 2, or this is going to be minus 1 by 5. So the value of x is 1 by 2, or these are the roots given. Now let us see here, solve the following quadratic equation. 2x plus 3 whole bracket square is 25. So now this we can write here this as, this is in the form of a plus b whole bracket square. So how will you write this one? Square of this one. So that is going to be 4x square. So 2, because you know a plus b whole bracket square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So what will you do here? Square of this one, that is going to be 4x squared. 2ab means 2 into 2x into 3, means a is 2x and b is 3. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So 12x, and square of 3, that is going to be 9. And this is 25. So now we are going to see first term, middle term, and this one. So we have to bring this one. So first thing, we are going to take the coefficient of this one, multiply this. 9 4s are 36. So you'll take the factors of 36. So 2 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are, in such a way that you get plus 12. So this is going to be what? We want that as plus 12. So you will, or we, yes, that will be, otherwise we can do one thing. For this one, because we have a plus 9 first, let us do this step, and then later on we will do that. So now see here, we can, because this is a big number, because this will be again divided by 4. So now let us see. First thing, 4x square, and this will be first. Let us bring this on. Minus 25 is 0. Then this is going to be, this will be the same. Minus 25 plus 9. That is going to be minus 16. So minus 16, yeah. So you can write the same. Here you can write here minus 16 is 0. So now what you can see here, that is, this is 4, this is 12, and this is 16. So this can be divided by 4. So let us make this small, and then later on we can take the factors. That will be more better, because this is a big number. So now when we divide this by 4, what do you get here? This will be x square, this will be 3, and this is going to be 4. So okay, so here this is written x square plus 3x minus 4 is 0, because we are going to divide this by 4. After dividing, you get this equation. So now let us do that. What is that? Because now this equation becomes small. Here was big, it was bit a bigger one, bigger number. Now it is smaller. So this coefficient is 1, and this is, we have 4. So factors of 4 in such a way that we get plus 3. So 4 means it is going to be 4 ones are, because if we are taking a 2 2s are and 2 1s are, but here is we want 3. So if we just take 2, is not going to work. So we'll take 4 and 1. So in place of 4 and 1, what we want? Plus over here. So that will be plus 4 and minus 1. So that is going to be plus 3. Hope you got this one. Because of this, we are going to take both together, and 1. 4 ones are 4. Okay, so here now see here, this is important over here. So plus 4 minus x. So you get plus 3. So this is minus 4. So now you will take these two terms. We can make it in two parts. That will be, in the first, you are going to get x common. What remains in the bracket is x plus 4. This minus means it is going to be minus as it is. In the second thing, nothing is common. So what will you do? You will take 1 and x plus 4. Why this x plus 4 in here is why? Because we are going to consider this minus as well. So minus plus is going to be minus, and this is minus. So now what you can see, both the brackets are same. You're going to write it only once. What is outside the bracket, that is x minus 1 is 0. So now we write here, this is going to be 0, or this is going to be 0. This is what is written over here. So here, if you change the place, it will be x is equal to minus 4, and here will be x is equal to 1. So here the x values are 1 and minus 4. Now here it's given, find m if m minus 2 whole bracket square plus twice into m minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0 has real and equal roots. So now let us write this equation, m minus 2 whole bracket square plus 2 into m minus 2 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. So when we are comparing this with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, so what we can write here? So this is the a part, this is the b part, and this is the c part. So a is m minus 12. Hope this is clear, because this you are going to look at the coefficient, whatever the previous number is there, that is going to be considered as A. Here is x, this is coefficient of x is going to be the whole part, what is here. So that is going to be, and C is 2. So now let us see that D, the discriminant, that is B square minus 4AC. So what is B square? You're going to take this whole thing. So I have put a bracket over here. 4 is as it is. What is A? A is m minus 2. M minus 12. And what is C? C is this 2. So now look at here. This is important. Now this 2 into this one. So this 2 first, let us multiply. 2 square is 4. And this m minus 12 whole bracket square, this will be here. Now again, what will you do for this one? This 8 and this m minus 12 as it is. So now what you can see, this is one part and this is the other part. From that we can take 1 m minus 12 common, right? So, and also here this is 4 and this is 8. So we can take 4 common. So we'll take here 4, and from this one we can take 1 m minus 12 because there is only 1. So this is common. So what remains is, from this one, 1 m minus 12 is here. This is minus sign. And again here, m minus 12, this one, again from here 1 minus 1. So this is for this m minus 12 is for this one because this is 1. And now see here, this we took 4. So here is 8. So what we can do here? We can take here minus 2. Hope you got this one. So this is going to be what? Minus 2 means that is going to be minus 8, and this is m minus 12. So see here, when you multiply this into this, or you can put here one more step. We put here 4 into m minus 12 common, and this will be minus 2 into this will be, so this we can add it together, that is m minus 12, or you can just skip it as it is. It's okay. So it's okay. Here is minus 2. Hope you got this, because this is going to be 8. And this is m minus 12. So here what you can write here? This 4 is as it is. This is m minus 12. And this will be minus 12 minus 2. That is going to be m minus 14. So here, since this what they have given here, the roots are real and equal. So what we can write here? For real and equal, that the discriminant is 0. That is D is 0. So what we can write here? This whole part, this is 0. So now what we can do here? This and this will be as it is, but this is multiplication. So this goes on the other side, that is going to get divided by 4. So 0 divided by 4, that is going to be 0. So this is going to be 0, or this is going to be 0. So what will you write here? M minus 12 is 0, or m minus 14 is 0. So m is equal to 12, or m is equal to 14. So if here, now let us see, if m is equal to 12, so then quadratic coefficient becomes 0. So when you put m as 12, so we cannot take m as 12. So you can just check and see. So here we have to take m as 14. So when you put here in the quadratic one, it becomes 0. So we cannot take m as 12. So now let us go for the next question. The sum of two roots of a quadratic equation is 5, and sum of the cubes is 35, and we have to find the equation. So now see here, sum of two roots. Sum of two roots means if we are taking the two roots, like we can also write let two roots be alpha and beta. Alpha and beta. So alpha plus beta is 5, and that is given is 5 means is equal to 5. And here it's given sum of the cubes. Cubes means x cube, that is alpha cube plus beta cube, that is 35. So now what we can see here, we have the formula alpha cube plus beta cube, that is alpha plus beta, and alpha square minus alpha beta plus beta square. So this You have to remember this formula. So now we know that is given that alpha cube plus beta cube is 35. So below this we are going to write 35. Alpha plus beta is 5. So below this we are going to write 5. Now what we can do, we can rearrange this one. So how we can write this one? Alpha square plus beta square, we'll write it together. And this one minus alpha beta, we can write here twice alpha beta minus 3 alpha beta. So minus 3 plus 2 is going to be minus 1. So it is not going to change the value. So now see here, this 35, this is multiplication, this will 5 will go in the denominator. So you can write here, this will keep the same. So now this will be 7. So for this whole part, we have the formula that is alpha plus beta square minus 3 alpha beta. So for this one, so you know that is a plus b whole bracket square. So a plus b whole bracket square means it will be a square plus twice ab plus b square, or we can also write that as a square plus b square plus 2ab. Here there is AB, but in this problem we have considered that alpha beta. So wherever you see A, you are going to put alpha. Wherever you have B, that you are going to put beta. So you got the formula for this one. So for this part, that is alpha plus beta whole bracket square, and this is going to be as it is. So now let us see, this 7 will be here. Now we know alpha plus beta, that is what, 5. So you are going to take here 5 square, and this alpha beta as it is. So now this will be same, 5 square will be 25 minus 3 alpha beta. So now this will go here, that will be 7 minus 25 is minus 3 alpha beta. So this is going to be minus 18 is minus 3 alpha beta. So minus 18 by minus, this will be, because this is multiplication, so minus 3 is going to be alpha beta. So when you rearrange this one, so it is going to be 6 is going to be alpha beta. Hope you got this one. When you divide 18 by 3, that is going to be 6. And yes, minus minus becomes plus. So now we know, so what did they ask here? Find the equation. So now we know this alpha plus beta, alpha cube plus beta cube is this one. So now we see here, so the formula is alpha square plus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So now here alpha square will keep as it is, alpha plus beta x, alpha plus beta, what is given here? That is 5. So we are going to write here 5x. And alpha beta we got as 6. So this is going to be 6 over here. So this is the equation. The next one, the difference between square of two numbers is 120. The square of smaller number is twice the greater number, and you have to find the numbers. So now there are two numbers given. So now let us consider, let the smaller number be x. So according to the equation, what did they say? The difference between squares of the two numbers is 120. So we can also write here, and the square of smaller number is twice the greater number. So smaller number square, see here, smaller number square is equal to twice the greater number. So smaller number, we have considered this as x. So square of that is twice the greater number. So what will you write here? This is multiplication, 2 will go here. So the greater number is x square by 2. So now let us see here, what did they say? The difference between squares of two numbers is 120. So what will you write here? Difference of the square means, difference means you have to subtract it. So now we got the greater number. We got x square by 2, and they said the squares. So we have to take the square of it minus what is the smaller number? Smaller number is x, so we have to take the square of that, and that is 120. So is equal to 120. So now what will you do? You are going to multiply this into this into this. So this is going to be x raised to 4 divided by 4 minus x squared is equal to 120. So now let us take the LCM over here. LCM is 4. So x is to 4 minus here 4x square divided by 4 is 120. So when you cross multiply this one, when you multiply this one, so what will you get here? This will be same, and this is going to be 480. So here the same, if you take 480 means it is going to be minus 480 is equal to 0. So now what you can do here, this you can also write this as x square whole bracket square, and this the same. So now let us consider this x square, this as a, because we don't have directly the formula for this one. So now we have to consider this as a. So now what will happen here? This will be a means a square. This will be 4 as it is, and x square is a. So we'll keep as a, and this will be same. So now what will you do here? Now this is the first term, this is the middle term, and this is the last term. So middle term you are going to take minus 4. You are going to see how this is 1 and this is 480. So if you take the factors of 480, you are going to get, you can check the factors of 480. You are going to get 24 and 20. So 24 and 20 means you want minus 4. You want minus 4 here. So you are going to write a minus 24 plus 20. So that is going to be minus 4. So what will you write here? A square will be as it is, minus 24a plus 20a. Hope you got it, because when you multiply this, you get 480. So this minus 480 as it is. So now you are going to make two groups. For the first group, a is common. What remains is a minus 24. In the second group, plus 20. What remains is a minus 24. That is 0. So both brackets same, so a minus 24, and this is a plus 20 is 0. So here a minus 20 is 24 is 0, or here a plus 20 is 0. So a is 24, or a is going to be minus 20. So now what will you do? Again, you are going to substitute x square here. X square is equal to a. So here what are you going to get here? X square here as 24, or so in this one a you took as x square, right? So x square is 24, or here a means x square, that is minus 20. So here what we can do is square of a number cannot be negative. So what you are going to do, you are going to consider this x square as 24. So taking square root on both sides, what will you get here? When you square this both, so what will you get here? X is going to be what? Plus or minus root of 24. So here greater number here we have x square by 2. So x square by 2 means in place of this x, so what are you going to write here? Plus or minus, x you got as plus or minus root of 24 in place of this one, and you are going to square this one as well as 2. Both you are going to put a square. So what will you get here? When you square this one, root of 24 square, that is going to be root of 24 into root of 24, that is 24. And this is, sorry for this, actually we should, this is not square for both of them, but it is only for one. Yeah, because that is only x square, and this is divided by, because this is only x square, so root of 24, and this is just 2. So we are just going to take the square. This is root of 24 into root of 24, that is going to be 24. And this is without a square, that will be 2. So 2 ones are 2 12s are, and that is going to be 12. Hope you got this one. Square is only for the numerator and not the denominator, because this 2 is just alone. So now it says the next question that Pratik takes 8 hours to travel 36 kilometers downstream and return to the same spot. The speed of boat in still water is 12 kilometers per hour, and we have to find the speed of water current. So now let us consider, they have asked the speed of water current, that we should consider as x kilometer per hour. And again what they have given, speed of boat in still water, that is given as 12 kilometer per hour. That is also written over here. So whenever there is a speed upstream means you have to write here, this will be minus. So what is given here? This will be from this one, speed upstream will be 12 minus x. Whenever there is up means that will be 12 minus x kilometer per hour. And whenever speed downstream means you are going to add this one, 12 plus x kilometer per hour. This is very important step. So now let us see, first we have to see the distance travel. So 36 kilometer downstream and 36 kilometer upstream. They have set up to travel 36 kilometer downstream and return to the same spot means again the upstream also is 36 kilometer. So total time taken, that is given as 8 hours. So what will you do? You know the formula for the speed is equal to distance by time. So if you rearrange, if you take this time over here, the speed will be the speed will come in the denominator. So time is distance by speed. So time taken to travel 36 kilometer downstream plus time taken to travel 36 kilometer upstream. That is given as 8 hours. That is given in the question. So here what we can write here, 36 for the downstream is given 12 plus x, and 36 by, for upstream it is given 12 minus x is 8. This step is important. So now what we can do here, 36 in both places we can say 36, so we can take common. So here what open, 36 goes out means there will be 1 plus sign as it is. 36 goes out here, that will be 1 by 12 minus x is here. So now let us do one thing. This is multiplication. Let us take this 36 on the right hand side, 8 by 36. And here what you are going to get, you will get the LCM as 12 plus 8 and 12 plus x and 12 minus x. And here will be 12 plus x. So this also should be multiplied by 12 minus x. And here is going to be 12 plus x. So what will you get? 12 minus x, that is going to be here, plus 12 minus 12 plus x, that is going to be here, and LCM is 12 plus x, 12 minus x. So now plus minus x gets cancelled, and okay, here this 8 by 36 is here. So here we will get your 4 2s are and 4 9s are. You can simplify that. So here 12 plus 12, that is going to be 24. And now you can see this is a plus b and this is a minus b, because these both numbers are the same. So that is a square minus b square. So a square means 12 square, that will be 144, minus b square means that is x square, that will x going to be x square. This is 2 by 9. Cross multiply. So 2 into 144 minus x square. So this is going to be 216. 2 into 144 minus x square. So now let us take this 2 on this side. This is multiplication, so this is going to get divided. So that is going to be 108 is equal to 144 minus x square. When you take this over here, this is going to be x square. So minus 144 plus 108, that is going to be minus 36 is minus x square. So both the place that is minus means it will become plus. So 36 is x square. So when you take the square root of this one, so that is going to be x is 6. So that is that what is considered x as the speed of current water, that is x, that is 6 kilometer per hour. Now the next one says that Mr. Kasim runs a small business of making earthen pots. He makes certain number of pots on daily basis. Production cost of each pot is rupees 40 more than 10 times total number of pots he makes in one day. If production cost of all pots per day is rupees 600, find production cost of one pot and the number of pots he makes per day. This question is a bit lengthy, but later on you can scroll and again keep on checking it once or twice maybe. So first thing what we have to do, find production cost of one pot and number of pots he makes. So let number of pots Mr. Kasim makes in one day be x. And the production cost of each pot is rupees 40 more than 10 times total number of pots is given. He makes in one day. So what will be that? 10x plus 40, because 10 times total number of pots. So total number of pots is 10 times total number of pots. Total number of pots we have considered as x means 10x. And 40 more. 40 more means that is going to be plus 40. Hope this is clear to you. And the production cost of all pots per day is given as, production cost is 600 given. So now what will you do? 10x plus 40 into x, that is 600. So here, when you solve this one, this is going to be 10x square into this one 40x is 600. So now you will take this 600 on this side, that will be minus here. So now here what you can do, you can because this is a line, you can simplify it. You are going to divide it by 10. So what will you get here? X square. Here you will get 4. Here we will get 60. So now what will you do here? 3 terms. So middle term you have to make it to 4. So here is 60. So you have to take the factors of 60 in such a way that you get plus 4. So 60, 230s are 2 15s are, 3 5s are, and 5 1s are. So you want 4. So what are you going to do here? 5 2s are 10, and here 6. So 10 and 6, because plus 10 and minus 6 is going to be plus 4. So here what will you do now? You are going to make these two groups. From the first group, x is common. Remains in the bracket is x plus 10. From this minus as it is. From the second group, 6 is common, x plus 10. So what will you write here? Both same. So you are going to write here x plus 10. X minus 6 is 0. So x plus 10 is equal to 0, or x minus 6 is 0. So x is going to be, if you rearrange this is going to be minus 10, or x is going to be 6. So here these spots cannot be negative, right? So what we have to do, we have to consider this x as 6. So they have asked for the production cost of one pot. Production cost of one pot, that is, we have got this equation. So in place of this x, you are going to put this 6. So what will be that? 10 6 are 60 plus 40, that is going to be, cost means that is going to be in rupees. So that is rupees 100. So by this one, we have completed today's work. Please do like and subscribe to my channel so you get the notification of the other parts. Thank you.